this is part two. It's not like when you first entered into the work world. Okay, everybody remember their first job, right? I was a teenager, or even not even teenager, probably early 20s or whatever, and you experience your supervisor yelling at you for whatever reason, right? So, you know, and then and then back then I was all into my feelings, right? But what did that solve? Either I had quit my job or talked to everybody about what happened and what this supervisor did and yada 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 yada, right? Did not solve any situation. What point did it do for me to quit my job, right? I've always gotten another job, but what point did it solve? Right? So I looked at Uvocorp like this. Through all that yelling, and yes, I had representative who used curse words, but like I said, I'm a different person now. I could take that. And so you guys who are very sensitive about these supervisors yelling at you, you guys got to get over that, because every job I had for 20 years, my supervisor got on my nerves about something all the time. So, my thing was, back then I did not have the maturity to know how to handle that, and the know how to look at the situation so it could benefit me, and so I can go to bed and not think about it, right? So you got to look at Uvocorp like this. No, they're not hiring you as an employee. You're an independent agent, okay? They will get upset if your paper is late, and the representative will yell, and yes, they left a voicemail, okay? And so that's how it was back then. I hope they don't leave voicemails for everybody to hear in the household, but like the way they did me. But my thing is that if you're the type of person that easily get offended, you want to cry and get into all your feelings, I can't believe he or she talked to me like this, that, and the other. Take a look from this angle. There's money involved. These students pay hundreds of dollars to allow us to write their papers, right? We're making pretty good money. All right. So you may ask, Angel, how much do they pay? It depends on the paper. How many pages the professor said? What is the project? I will tell you right now, if you write English research papers, you are paid less, but it is a decent amount of money. Versus if you're a business person, accounting, you make way more money. Okay, because you guys got to do statistics and charts and all that good stuff. And so the money is good. And so just like here, it says there's no other place that offers $15 per page, you know. So you will get paid. So you got to look at it from their standpoint. Money is at stake here. Okay, so through all of that yelling and through all of those curse words that the customer representative is saying to you, look at the bottom line. What is it that I need to do to move this along, to move this project along so I can get paid next week? Now, see, 5 years ago, I was all into my feelings like, how dare you? I am not an employee. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. But the end result was I did not get paid. So that did not solve anything. So that led me to believe that, hey, I better change how I look at these situations. I've been working for other people for 20 years, and the purpose of me working online to get into business for myself is so I won't have to deal with the same nonsense that I dealt with working for somebody for 20 years. And so I said, well, this is the same thing. I still have to build relationships with these companies so I can continue to get paid. So what I'm saying is Uvocorp does pay, but when they yell at you, and and you get these college students who um rip your paper apart, and the professors rip your paper apart. Don't get into your feelings. Just correct it. If you got to, if your feelings hurt that bad, give yourself an hour to cry, pull yourself together, talk to whoever you need to talk to, or talk to yourself. I can't believe this happened to me. Whatever it takes for you to get over it. And then at the end of that hour, you tell your brain, okay, this is what happened, and this is what was said, and this is what I will do because I need to get paid. And that's the bottom line here, folks. All right. Uvocorp does pay, but you cannot allow their customer service to distract you. Okay. Yes, you're working as an independent agent, but you still need to get paid. Okay. So just look at it like this. If you get behind on a bill, or let's just say you working at your regular job and you get into it with your supervisor just curse you out real bad. Nobody has ever talked to me like this, and you quit your job. Okay, so if you get behind on your rent or your mortgage, how you going to make that up? Better yet, let me tell you, if you stayed on the job, okay, and you took that, and within 24 hours you were still into your feelings of what that supervisor had said to you, okay, if you get behind on your rent or your mortgage, okay, can you go to your supervisor and tell them, hey, I'm behind on my rent and my mortgage, can you write an extra whatever amount it is so I can be updated on my bills, so I can pay my bills? The answer's going to be no, right? So you can get into your feelings about these people. I'm telling you, working online is just like working for somebody else because money is at stake. All right? And so, what can I say about it? I have nothing bad to say. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Like I said, I don't show checks because for security purposes, I did that a while back, and my money got messed up by strangers who I don't know. So none of you can make me feel bad about that. So you can get over that. But Uvocorp is the real deal. They do pay. Don't be late. If you're going to be late, the only thing I would do different, I would physically pick up the phone and talk to somebody in customer service and have them notate that action and let them know that the paper will be late and the person knows about it. Now, with the student will show your paper to the professor. The professor will put red marks all over that paper, and that customer, that college student will send that document to you. This is what my professor says, blah, 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 blah. Please don't get into your feelings. Just make the corrections. That's what it is. There's some papers I had to do research. I had to read myself, but it's good money. I would say on average, you can make at least $500 to $1,000. Okay. But I cannot guarantee that because it depends on your writing ability and how good you can write. Okay. So if you are working for an online company and you're not getting paid, quit and move on.